Welcome to our deep dive into Ray Kurzweil's The Singularity Is Near. We've got excerpts from the book itself,
Oh, it's a fascinating read.
ready to break down the most mind-blowing ideas.
Yeah, dense, packed with concepts about the future of technology and
Uh-huh.
humanity's evolution. Our mission, I think, is to really distill the essence of Kurzweil's vision
Yes,
of the singularity, this point where AI surpasses human intelligence.
exactly. And it kicks things off, with this idea of the law of accelerating returns, where technology doesn't just improve, it improves faster over time.
Right.
And he uses the evolution of computing as a prime example,
Yeah.
tracing the journey from, like, basic mechanical calculators to transistors and beyond.
Yeah, and he takes it even further, exploring the potential of three-dimensional computing and quantum computing.
Right.
This exponential growth in computing power is fundamental to his concept of the singularity.
Absolutely. It's fascinating how he connects this growth to the human brain. He provides specific calculations comparing the computational capacity of the human brain with the exponential growth of computing power,
Right.
suggesting we'll reach brain-level computing by the mid-2040s.
That's a key point. Kurzweil isn't just talking about powerful computers.
Right.
He's suggesting that we're on the verge of creating artificial intelligence that rivals and potentially surpasses human intelligence.
So you're probably wondering, how does this all tie into the singularity? Well, Kurzweil argues that the singularity isn't just about super-intelligent machines.
Right.
It's about merging with them, blurring the line between human and machine.
He lays out a vision where brain-computer interfaces allow for seamless interaction between our minds and computers. Imagine a world where you can access the internet directly from your brain or control prosthetic limbs with your thoughts. This is what Kurzweil envisions
Wow.
as a central aspect of the singularity.
But he doesn't stop there.
Yeah.
He also delves into the implications for our physical bodies,
Right.
particularly in the realm of life extension.
Uh-huh.
He outlines 3 bridges to radical life extension, even hinting at the possibility of achieving a form of immortality.
The first bridge focuses on maximizing our existing medical knowledge to slow down the aging process. We're already seeing this with advancements in preventative medicine and treatments for age-related diseases.
Then there's the second bridge, biotechnology.
Right.
Kurzweil believes that genetic engineering and other tools will allow us to directly intervene in the aging process, potentially reversing it altogether.
And the third most radical bridge is nanotechnology. Kurzweil envisions microscopic robots or nanobots revolutionizing healthcare from within our bodies.
It's a pretty wild concept. He suggests that nanobots could repair damage at the cellular level, destroy pathogens before they cause illness, and ultimately rebuild our bodies from the inside out.
It's like having a microscopic repair crew constantly working to keep your body functioning optimally. Kurzweil even proposes that nanobots could intelligently interact with our bodies to provide the exact nutrients we need, potentially eliminating the need for traditional food consumption.
And to really grasp the potential of nanotechnology, we need to dive deeper into Kurzweil's vision for their application. He provides some very specific examples in the book.
He does. One of the most fascinating examples is how nanobots could enhance our senses. Imagine nanobots in your eyes that allow you to see in the dark or zoom in on objects from a distance.
It's almost like having superpowers. And he doesn't just speculate about these possibilities. He points to current research in areas like cochlear implants and retinal prosthetics as early examples
Right.
of how we're already interfacing with the brain to enhance our senses.
These examples, though seemingly small now, serve as building blocks towards his much grander vision of a future where the line between human and machine becomes increasingly blurred.
And this brings us to one of the most captivating and perhaps unsettling aspects of the singularity, the blurring of lines between reality and virtual reality.
Exactly. Kurzweil believes that virtual reality will become so immersive, thanks in part to advancements in nanotechnology, that it will be indistinguishable from physical reality. We could potentially live entire lifetimes within virtual worlds, experiencing different realities, even having different bodies and personalities.
This leads to some profound ethical and philosophical questions. What does it mean to be human when we can alter our bodies and minds at will? What are the implications for our identities, our relationships, our understanding of reality itself?
These are questions that Kurzweil doesn't shy away from. In fact, he dedicates a significant portion of The Singularity Is Near to exploring the ethical considerations of this technological revolution.
He brings up this concept of spiritual machines,
Right.
machines that achieve consciousness and potentially develop their own sense of morality and values.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating, albeit slightly unnerving idea to consider.
It certainly challenges our preconceived notions about the nature of consciousness. Can machines truly become self-aware? Can they develop empathy and compassion?
Right.
These are questions that philosophers and scientists have been debating for centuries.
Yeah.
And Kurzweil's vision of the singularity throws them into sharp relief.
He seems to believe that the key lies in designing these machines with human values in mind.
Um,
He suggests that we need to create artificial intelligence that is aligned with our ethical principles,
yeah.
ensuring that as these machines become more powerful, they remain beneficial to humanity.
He argues that we need to be proactive in establishing ethical guidelines for the development of artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Similar to the Hippocratic Oath for doctors, these guidelines would serve as a framework for ensuring that AI is developed and used responsibly with a focus on promoting human well-being.
It's interesting that he draws a parallel with the Hippocratic Oath.
Yep.
It highlights the potential impact of these technologies on our lives, almost as if we're talking about a new form of medicine, but for the mind and for society as a whole.
That's a very insightful observation. Kurzweil is essentially arguing that we're entering a new era where technology will have a profound impact on our very existence, and we need to approach this era with the same level of care and consideration that we apply to medicine.
He also talks about the need for what he calls defensive technologies.
Right.
Essentially, these would be safeguards against potential misuse of advanced technologies,
Yeah.
like artificial intelligence or nanotechnology.
Yeah.
It's like building an immune system for our technological civilization.
Precisely. Kurzweil acknowledges that the same technologies that could revolutionize healthcare and extend our lifespans could also be used for destructive purposes. He emphasizes the importance of anticipating these potential threats and developing countermeasures to mitigate them.
He even delves into the potential for the development of autonomous weapons systems,
Right.
essentially machines that can wage war without human intervention. It's a sobering thought and one that raises significant ethical concerns.
It does, and Kurzweil doesn't shy away from these concerns. He calls for international cooperation to prevent the development and proliferation of such weapons,
But
arguing that we need to establish clear ethical boundaries and regulations to prevent the misuse of these powerful technologies.
it seems like one of the recurring themes in The Singularity Is Near is this idea of balancing progress with responsibility.
Right.
Kurzweil is clearly excited about the potential of these technologies, but he's also acutely aware of the risks involved.
That's a key takeaway from the book. Kurzweil isn't advocating for reckless technological advancement. He's arguing for a thoughtful and considered approach, one that takes into account both the potential benefits and the potential risks.
He seems to have a lot of faith in humanity's ability to navigate these complex ethical challenges.
He believes that we have the capacity to use these technologies for good, to create a future that is more prosperous, more equitable, and more fulfilling for all of humanity.
That's a core element of his philosophy. Kurzweil is fundamentally an optimist. He believes in the power of human ingenuity and creativity to solve problems and create a better future. He sees the singularity as an opportunity for humanity to transcend its limitations and achieve its full potential.
One of the things that makes The Singularity Is Near such a compelling read is that Kurzweil doesn't just present abstract ideas. He grounds his arguments in real-world examples
Yeah.
of technological advancements that are happening right now.
He does. He provides numerous examples of cutting-edge research and development in fields like artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, biotechnology, and robotics.
Right.
These examples serve to illustrate his points and make his arguments more tangible and accessible.
It's like he's saying, look, this isn't just science fiction.
Right.
These are real possibilities, and they're unfolding before our very eyes. Exactly. He's not just speculating about the future. He's showing us the building blocks of that future,
Right.
the technologies that are already beginning to reshape our world.
And he goes beyond just presenting these examples.
Yeah.
He extrapolates from current trends to make predictions about what the future might hold.
He does. And while some of these predictions might seem fantastical or even outlandish,
Yeah.
they're all grounded in his understanding of the exponential nature of technological progress. He argues that the pace of change is accelerating,
Right.
and what might seem impossible today could become commonplace tomorrow.
He even ventures into the realm of cosmology and theoretical physics,
Yeah.
discussing concepts like the anthropic principle and the potential for black holes to be harnessed as ultimate computers.
He does, and these seemingly disparate topics are all connected in Kurzweil's vision. He sees the singularity as a culmination of not just technological progress, but of the evolution of intelligence itself.
Right.
From the emergence of life on Earth to the potential for intelligence to spread throughout the universe. It's a grand vision, to say the least.
It is.
And it challenges us to expand our thinking beyond our own limited perspective.
It does. Kurzweil encourages us to think big, to embrace the possibilities of the future, and to consider the role that we might play in shaping that future.
Right.
He reminds us that the future is not predetermined. It's something that we create through our choices and actions.
One of the key messages of the Singularity Is Near is that we're living in a time of unprecedented opportunity.
Uh-huh.
We have access to technologies and knowledge that were unimaginable just a few decades ago.
Right.
And these tools have the potential to solve some of the world's most pressing problems, from poverty and disease to climate change and resource scarcity.
That's a crucial point. Kurzweil is not just a technologist.
Yeah.
He's a humanist. He believes that technology can be a force for good in the world.
Right.
And he urges us to use these tools wisely and compassionately to create a better future for all of humanity. It's an inspiring message, one that challenges us to embrace the transformative power of technology while remaining mindful of the potential risks.
It is, and it's a message that continues to resonate with readers today, even years after the book was first published. The Singularity Is Near is a thought-provoking and timely exploration of the future that awaits us, and it's a book that everyone should read.
It really is a call to action.
Yeah.
Kurzweil isn't just predicting the future, he's challenging us to actively participate in shaping it.
He argues that we have a moral imperative to guide the development of these powerful technologies in a way that benefits humanity. He emphasizes the need for open dialogue, ethical frameworks, and proactive measures to ensure that the singularity leads to a positive outcome for all.
One of the concepts that struck me as particularly profound was his discussion of the S-curve and how it relates to the evolution of intelligence.
Right.
He suggests that technological progress often follows this pattern of slow initial growth, followed by rapid acceleration and eventual plateauing.
It's a compelling way to visualize the cyclical nature of innovation. But what makes Kurzweil's argument so intriguing is that he believes each S-curve leads to a new, even more dramatic S-curve.
Okay.
For example, we went from the S-curve of mechanical calculators to the S-curve of electronic computers. And now, he argues, we're on the cusp of new S-curves driven by nanotechnology, biotechnology, and advanced artificial intelligence.
So it's not just about incremental improvements, it's about these fundamental leaps forward that redefine what's possible.
Precisely. And Kurzweil believes this process of transcending S-curves will continue to accelerate, leading to the singularity, a point where the pace of change becomes so rapid that it fundamentally reshapes our understanding of reality.
He connects this acceleration to the evolution of intelligence itself. It's as if he's saying the universe has an inherent drive towards greater complexity, and consciousness and technology is the vehicle through which this drive is now manifesting.
That's a fascinating perspective. It raises profound questions about the nature of consciousness and the ultimate destiny of humanity. If, as Kurzweil suggests, we're on the verge of merging with machines and transcending our biological limitations, what does that mean for our understanding of what it means to be human?
It's a question that philosophers and theologians have been grappling with for centuries, but it takes on a new urgency in the context of Kurzweil's vision of the singularity.
It does, and Kurzweil doesn't shy away from these questions. He acknowledges that the singularity will challenge many of our fundamental beliefs and assumptions about the world and our place within it. He believes that we need to be prepared for this transformation, not just technologically, but also intellectually and spiritually.
This brings us to another thought-provoking concept from the book, the idea that black holes might be the ultimate computers. He draws on the work of Stephen Hawking, who theorized that black holes emit a form of radiation known as Hawking radiation. Kurzweil suggests that this radiation could be a form of information processing, making black holes the most powerful computers in the universe.
It's a mind-boggling concept, but it highlights Kurzweil's willingness to explore the boundaries of what we currently understand about physics computation and the nature of reality itself. He challenges us to think beyond the limitations of our current knowledge and to consider the possibilities that might emerge as we delve deeper into the mysteries of the universe.
He seems to suggest that the singularity might not just be a technological event, but a cosmic event, a fundamental shift in the evolution of the universe itself.
It's a grand vision, and it's one that has sparked a great deal of debate and discussion among scientists, philosophers, and futurists.
The Singularity Is Near is a book that demands to be engaged with whether you agree with Kurzweil's conclusions or not.
It's a call to awaken to the transformative forces that are shaping our world and to actively participate in shaping the future that awaits us.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into The Singularity Is Near. We hope you found it insightful and thought-provoking.